Yo, what up, YouTubes? Welcome to the Squirrel Rage Workshop. I'm Jesse. I'll be taking you through this build. It's 2013 Sonic. I'm using the original block and trying to go wild with it. It's going to be a long build. This first video is block preparation. I ordered a new block, prepped it, cut it down the best I could. All the goal of the block prep mainly is to relieve these sharp edges that could cause hairline fractures in the block later under high vibration, high RPM situations. So got a little bit of that, some motor build beginning stages, and I'll be uploading several more videos for the motor build and assembly. Sorry for the video on this. The video on this was originally taken by a phone and I upgraded to what I got now. But so this first video is going to be, the video's pretty rough. So to compensate, I put a little licensed music in there. Like and subscribe. Hopefully you enjoy. I'm gonna grab these out. Really all I'm worried about is the mating surface between the block and the bed plate. So the way I get them out is I use something to protect the surface. So in this case, just a piece of 16th inch aluminum that I've made sure the edges aren't gonna, nothing's gonna hurt the surface. And it's a soft metal, so it's a good choice. This one fits between there. You don't really have to have that. You could put it here too. You just need something to wedge on. So you need that. And then you need something that'll fit in here with a very tight tolerance. I'm just going to grab it with a pair of cutters. Something that I'll actually grab. And I'm just going to slowly pry it out. And there it is. It does damage it.
Mic check. Drop, hold mics like ponytails tight and bobble ops. Stop, stick around, come through and dig the sound of the fly brown 6060 cycle. Who throws a dick around? Bound to go 3 plat. Came to destroy rap. It's an intricate plot of a b-boy strap. Fem stack cats get kidnapped. Then release a statement to the press. Let the rest know who did that. Metal fist terrorists claim responsibility. Broken household name usually set in hostility. What is MF? You silly? I like to take men's to the end for 2 milli. Do-do-do-do-do, that's an audio daily double. Rappers need to fall off just to save me the trouble. Yo, watch your own back, came in and go out alone, black. Stay in the zone, turn H2O to cognac. On doomsday, ever since the womb till I'm back where my brother went, that's what my tumor say. Right above my government doomulate, either unmarked or engraved, hey, who's to say? I wrote this one in BCDCO section. If you don't believe me, go get bagged and checked in. Cell number 17, I'm under the top bunk. I say this not to be mean, was bad luck, a pop junk. Pop the trunk on C-Cypher punk, leave him left scrape. God forbid, if ain't no escape, blame MF tape. Definition super villain, a killer who loved children, one who is well skilled in destruction as well as building. While Sidney Sheldon teaches the trife to be trifer, I'm trading science fiction with my man, a live lifer. A pie piper, holler a rhyme, a dollar and a dime, do his thing, ring around the white collar crime. Get out my face, asking about my case, need toothpaste. Professor Mint, monkey style nigga to death to death. And dope fiends still in their teens. Shook niggas turn witness. Real men's mind their own business. That's the difference between sissy pissy rappers is double dutch. How come I hold a microphone double clutch? COs make rounds, never have ox found on shakedown, lockdown, wet dreams of Fox Brown. On doomsday, ever since the womb till I'm back where my brother went. That's what my tumor say. Right above my government doomulate, either unmarked or engraved, hey, who's to say? Doomsday, ever since the womb till I'm back to the essence, read it off the tomb. Either engraved or unmarked grave, who's to say? Pass the mic like Pastor P's like they used to say. Some MFers don't like how Sally walk. I tell y'all fools is hella cool, her ladies from Cali talk. Never let it interfere with the Yeti ghetto slang. Nicknames off nipple and tip of nipples metal fang. Known amongst hoes for the bang bang. Known amongst foes for flow without no talking orangutans. Only gin and tang, guzzle out a rusty tin can. Me and this mic is like yin and yang. Clang, crime don't pay. Listen youth, it's like me holding up the line at the kissing booth. I took her back to the truck, she was uncouth, spitting all out the sunroof through her missing tooth. But then she has a sexy voice, sound like Jazzy Joyce. So I turned it up faster than a speeding knife. Strong enough to please a wife, able to drop today's math in the 48 keys of life. Cut the crap for his rap. Touch the mic and get the same thing an A-Rab would do to you for stealing. What the devil, he's on another level. It's a word, no a name, MF, the super villain. Doomsday.
Alright, so I got the motor back. Had the bores honed. They're looking good. Looking real good. That crosshatch is like perfect. Polished my crank and balanced it with my clutch and flex plate and harmonic balancer. Got the bearings that I need to now measure. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is double check the machine shop for proper machining of the hone of the bore. The crosshatch is amazing. Showed you that before. I checked all of these for conformity. I did that with a dial bore gauge, which is here. So never mind what the measurements are and all that. For now, all I want to verify is that the dial on the indicator goes to the same portion for all cylinders. You can see it's hitting about a 16 there. So if I do that in all the spots on the bore, I try to check 3 going down. They are all the same. They are dead on. They did a really good job of those. They don't taper. I mean, they're really good. There is a very slight variation in any of them. I mean, it is minuscule. So they did really well on that. So knowing that this goes to a 16 in that, I should be able to take my outside micrometer and put it in there until that gets to the 16, and that will be my bore size. And I'll calibrate that, take the numbers, write it down, that way I know what my cylinder is. I think I'm a little over, just a tick over. So let me take that up about a 1/10. See how that does. Patience is clutch with these tools. I'm not great with ergonomics of it yet. So that's at 16 there. That's pretty good. So since I got 16 on the bore on this, and I now have that between this, I know that this width is exactly the width of the bore. So now I just got to read it, which we're going to go 2.8. I see the 7.75 plus 15, which is 90, 91, 92, almost to 93. So we'll call it 92. I mean, it's on the 0 there. It's 9.3. It's 2.893. And that is the bore diameter. Now, it does call for 2.893 per their specs. So they nailed it. So as long as the pistons measure out to whatever they're supposed to, whatever they are, they should be within 3.5 thousandths measured 90 degrees off the pin, 1/2 inch down from the oil land. So I'm going to actually measure all of them 1/2 inch down from the oil land, 90 degrees out from the wrist pin. It's essentially halfway. So that's a 1/2 inch down off the land. So if I lay the piston upside down, I should be able to look and make sure that the measuring points on the micrometer are somewhat centered between those. So I'm just going to try to find my mark there, which is like right about there. I'm going to rock it kind of like this way as well as I click this, so I know that I'm in there. I'm center there, center there. That should be a pretty good reading. It felt a little tight when I pulled it out, so I might have been on this side of center. I'll just kind of place it back in there and see what's going on. I mean, it's pretty snug. I just turned the dial, so I think I was good. Okay, so we're at 2.875 plus 10, it's 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 2.8896. We'll move on to the next one. Pretty snug. 2.8896. Exactly the same. To the 10th. 3. 2.8897. 10th off. 10th off. Diamond, you gotta get your shit together. Just kidding, that's really good. Let's see what this one comes out to. Ooh, it's actually a little bigger. I don't know if maybe I wasn't centered on that. Let me double check that. That's off about 4/10. .8896. Okay, number 3 is a 10th bigger, but that's no big deal. Let's see what our piston to wall clearance is. It says it should be 3.5 thousandths. 2.893 minus 2.8896 or 3. ARPs in that I ordered for the mains. I don't know if they're gonna work or not. They are universal, so either I could get new torque to yields or I could find the same thread and length and hope that I'm right with these. Amount of usable thread is approximately to my finger there. That actually looks like it will work as long as they're the same thread. I think I'm in the house here. These are 661-1010s. They're M8 by 1.25 by 65 millimeter. I'm gonna basically take them to the torque that these would require. I'll look, I might contact ARP and see what they say. And then I'll be monitoring that distance. Ultimately, I don't want to torque it so much that it presses in on this and it makes the tolerances tighter than what they should be for the bearing to crank. So as long as I'm within that, hopefully the recommended torque for the ARPs, if I have to torque it down just a little bit more to make the clearance a little bit tighter, that like I want it to, you know, I might do that. Now if I have to loosen the torque to make it, you know, like if I take it to whatever torque they tell me and it closes it down too much and I have to back it off, then I'll be weary. That's, probably don't want to do that. So here's a side-by-side comparison. So you can see the ARPs are a touch shorter, but I will say that these torque to yields, especially this one, actually, this one dead on, was stretching. Let's get a look and see how they'll sit in there. But this is definitely promising. Oh yeah, I dig it. You can see it only sunk to about right there. That's what it seems like. All right, so I just got off the phone with ARP, and apparently these are not recommended for crank journals or mains or inside the engine. The factory torque to yield bolts, they stretch so much. The dude that I was talking to at ARP was a little bit like, he wasn't super helpful. He was trying to get off the phone with me, but he was essentially just kind of saying, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing and I shouldn't be doing that and all that kind of thing. And obviously they know, and everybody out there watching this is going to be like, they know because they're ARP, but sometimes they just don't give a shit. Like, you know, so a little bit more research is warranted for sure. I'll find out the tensile strength of the factory bolts. I'll find out the stretch and tensile strength, and then I'll do the same for this ARP material. I'll go on some forums, take a look and see if other people have done this or if other people have had any experience with torque to yields and replacing them with hardened bolts and stuff, and I'll let you guys know what I find out. I'll do some experimentation too with torquing these down and seeing with the dowel bore what happens versus the torque to yield, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I am going to test fit the crank journal and see, I'm going to measure the crank journal and see what kind of clearances I have on these bearings. And it's 1.9, it's just under 2 inches. So that means I can use the 2 to 3. Double check that it's zeroed on 2 inches. And it actually is off a little bit. Grab this little hole here. Actually, I need to go the other way. I need to go this way. And then I'm looking to make sure that this 0 is lined up, and then the 0 here is lined up right there. That means I'm on, and I am dead on it. Yep, so that's calibrated well. Back that off. We're going to be at the upper limits of this thing when I do the crank journal. So I'm going to open it up to, I don't know, probably 2 inches really. And then we'll close it down on it. 2 inches right there. Okay, I'm tripping because this is 2 to 3. Oh, man, sometimes the shit I do, it's ridiculous. All right, so I'm gonna calibrate this 1 to 2. That's dead on. Yep. Open this up to just about 2 inches and close it back down on it. 1.993 and 2/10. Crank journal diameter. We'll check it multiple places. See what we can do to get a repeatable size. Crank journal diameter. Dude. The race winning brand's piston ring compressor came in. Oh shit. 73.4, 2.89 inches. Now for the test. Ooh, that is close, man. Quite a bit of play, actually. Son of a bitch camera. Too good for your fucking home. So a lot of a little bit more play than I thought there was gonna be. Maybe my calculations weren't quite correct, because that don't look like, you know, 3,000ths or whatever I thought, 4,000ths, but I don't know. Love being able to just turn the block around on a bench. No big deal. Just a little baby motor. EUK. Let's see here. I mean, it's pretty much damn near the same diameter. I'd say it's like dead on the same diameter. Like, this is like damn near exact. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but I'll try. It's right there though. We'll see what happens. Okay, so with a little bit more investigation, I realized that the clearances from the manufacturer, GM, are as little as 3/10 of a thousandth, which is insane, up to, I believe, 1.3 thousandths, 1 3/10 thousandths, which is way less than what I thought it was. So I'm over here struggling because my crankshaft is 1.9 thousandths, approximately, round, and so, I'm sorry, 1.9 inches, which would indicate a 1.9 thousandth tolerance for the bearing, going off of the general rule. But I believe that when the block expands from heat, it doesn't close the bearings down, it opens them up. The reason I think that is because as an experiment, I torqued everything down and I heated it up with a torch, not too hot, to like probably like 120, 130, something like that. And I checked with my dial bore, and indeed the bearing journals expanded to be bigger. So that's all I needed to know. So I stopped fiddling with it, messing with it, threw the stock replacement bearings, the new bearings, back in, and checked my tolerances, and they are tight. They are anywhere from 0.8 to anywhere from 0.3 to, I'd say, 8 or 9/10 of clearance. So within spec, a little weird, but other than that, I think it's ready to go together.